Namaste. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for another session of yoga, coming to you live from my Om from Home station here in St. Martin, my little yoga room in the back of my house. Doesn't take much to have a space for yourself. So get in your space, get on your yoga mat, and join me for 55 to 60 minutes of stretching and breathing. And remember, that whatever I suggest is just a suggestion, nothing more. You should tune in to what's best for you at every moment. When you're doing yoga, always tune into that inner yoga teacher, that wise body wisdom and knowledge and instinct and intuition. And you'll know what to do, what's best for you. You're always welcome to just weigh out anything that feels awkward or difficult or wrong for you in any way. And let's take a moment to just synchronize our breathing in any comfortable position that you like. Relax your shoulders. Think about sitting a little bit taller, reaching the top of the head up towards heaven. Let your head just float up nice and easy and slow like a hot air balloon. And release shoulders, neck, arms. You can turn your hands palm up if you'd like to have that receptive posture. Thank you, Audrey and Greg. Thank you guys for tuning in. Namaste. All right. So just close the eyes for a moment and let us breathe together and be grateful for this moment and this opportunity to take care of ourselves through yoga, through quiet mind and deep breath. And as you check in with yourself, indeed do try to quiet that busy mind. Focus on your breath, and if you need to say something to yourself in there, just say, I love myself. I'm grateful for my life. I love myself. I'm grateful for my life. Keep everything positive and light. No body shaming, no judgment. We only appreciate, we feel gratitude for everything that we've been given. That's what it's all about here at Yoga with Lisa SXM. All right, we're ready to start with a prayer of hands, closed eyes, and bowed head. Thank you for this opportunity. I love myself. I'm grateful for my life. And let's lift our hands up and offer that prayer to heaven. Let it go. Let it float away into space. And bring the hands all the way down. All right, let's take the arms forward and back, crisscrossing at the elbows in front, and just breathe. Nice. All right, stretch those arms out, reach them up. And again, if you can't do it, full on reach up from the shoulders to the fingertips. Wherever your reach is, let's work with that. So reach where you can and bring it down. Exhale, reach it up, inhale, and exhale down. One more time, reach the hands up. And this time, just bring that right hand down and let the left hand come over the top of the head and touch the ear or wherever your hand can reach. If you can get it all the way up over the top of the head, touch that ear, and all the way down to the floor, touch the floor. Find your full range of motion and breathe with the movement. We'll do 3 more times, very slow, very full of awareness, connecting movement with breath. Reach it up and bring both hands to your heart. And now reach the other hand up, over the top, touch the ear, and all the way down to the floor. Exhale and inhale. And of course, as I said before, if you can't do this full range of motion, do what you can and still fill your heart with gratitude. grab opposite elbows. If you cannot, then grab opposite elbows in front of your chest, in front of your eyes, in front of your forehead, or maybe all the way up. If you can bring those fingertips to the opposite elbow and then bow the head. See if you can pull the arms just a little bit farther back. And then bring the elbows down in front of the chest. Lift the face up to the ceiling. Crisscross the arms just the other way. Bring them back up, bow the head. Hold. Bring the arms down in front of the chest. Lift the face, look up, breathe in. And then we'll just let the arms open like a flower blooming all the way down to the floor and back to swing, back and forward. Crisscross the elbows in front of the chest and swing the arms back. Keep breathing. Nice. All right. Hands to prayer pose. Just keep the arms steady. Just bend at the wrist and take the hands through an infinity symbol. Just moving the wrists and fingers, not the arms. Keep breathing. Push the fingertips back as you come over the top to the middle of your infinity symbol. Push them back, push them back. And change direction. And then just shake the hands out, shake the arms out, shake, shake, shake. We're going to push the walls away. Push the walls away. Push, push, push. Faster, faster, faster. Push, 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 push. Push the walls away. Push, push, push. Keep pushing, keep breathing. Good job, keep going. All right, swing them again, and we'll get ready to stretch those legs out and reach the legs out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bone if that's something that suits you or serves you. And then just take a moment to have your knees pretty straight here. If your knees don't get straight, put a pillow under your knees or a book or a block, something that you can feel the back of the knees press against something. Don't have them just up here suspended in the air. You need to have a little support wherever your flexibility allows. And all we're going to do here is flex the ankles and point the toes. Flex and point. Toes. Look at your toes. Have fun with it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Spread them wide. Squish them together. Take a moment to spread and squish those toes. Keep breathing. We want blood to flow all the way down to the tips of your toes. So encourage that. Wiggle those toes again. And then just circle your ankles light and loose for a few rounds this way and that. Beautiful. We're going to take that right leg and bend it up. Put the foot near the knee or near the hip or out to the side, wherever you like. Find a good spot for that foot to sit. You feel good. And we're going to walk the hands down on either side of the opposite leg, the stretched out leg. Round your back, drop your head. Stay here for 5 slow breaths. Relax your neck, shoulders, upper back, middle back, and eventually even relax your lower back and hips. Let everything go. Just stretch that inside hand. If your right knee is bent up, it'll be your right hand. Whichever knee is bent up, stretch that arm forward. Looking down at your knee, just reach, reach, reach. And then slowly lift that hand up and press against the floor with your other hand and come back up. Let's change legs. Remember, you can put this heel close to your knee, close to your hip, or out to the side, or wherever is a good spot for you. We're going to bring the arm inside the knee and walk down on either side of the stretched out leg. Round your back, drop your head. 5 long, slow, deep, full breaths here. Try to relax every part. of the spine, the hips, shoulders, neck, and just drop that head. Take that inside hand. If it's your left knee up, it'll be your left arm. Reach it forward. Reach, reach, reach. Keep looking down at your knee or your floor right there to your face. Reach the hand forward. And then lift it up and push against the floor with your other hand. Reach it up towards the ceiling and bring the whole body up. Beautiful. We're going to slide down on our elbows here. And the knees can be a little, your feet can be a little bit wide. The knees can just lean against each other. And just allow your body to slump down onto all your upper body weight on your elbows here. And just gaze at your knees. Release your back. Maybe look left and right a little bit, twisting the upper back so one shoulder drifts forward and one shoulder squeezes back. And then the other side. And you can do that anytime you want during this next bit of time. Looking left and right. Nice little twist to the upper back. Nice. All right. Let's come and gaze at the knees again. Release the entire spine from hips to shoulders, from neck to tailbone. And then just walk your feet in so that your heels are right up against your hips, or at least in a straight line with your hips. And then we'll stick one leg up into the air. Drop it down, pick it up. Let it find its full range of motion. Maybe your knee comes close to your nose. Maybe not. Wherever it goes, breathe with the movement. We drop it down and pick it up. I'd like to see a straight leg here, but if it cannot be straight, that's fine. Work with what you have and keep breathing, a lot of breathing here. Let's go 5 more times. Up 5 and down. Up 4 and down. Up 3 and down. Up 1 and down. You can bend that knee and just kick up towards the ceiling or kick up to the top of the wall across the room. Let's kick and really try and shake the muscles. Shake the tendons. Get that blood flowing up to the heel, up to the toes, up to the arch of the foot. Up, 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 and up. Up, and up, and up, and up. Bring it down. Other leg, stretch it up towards the ceiling. Drop it down and lift it up. Drop it down and lift it up. Breathe with the movement. Breathe in and out as the leg goes up and down. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you. Try and go 5 more times with me here. Up for 5, down. Up for 4 and down. Up for 3 and down. Up for 2 and down. And now we just gotta kick the leg towards the ceiling. Up, kick, kick, kick. Try and jiggle the muscles. Kick with a little ferociousness. Kick, kick. Up and up. Up and up and up and up. 3, 2, 1. And bring that leg down. Resume. Your feet wide, knees lean against each other. The body is heavy on the elbows. Gaze at your knees or your hips. And then we'll just lower the body down all the way. Keeping those knees leaning against each other. Turn your hands palm out, or palm up, I should say. And then you can drop both knees to the left. And put your arms in any place that feels comfortable to you. This is a little twist, a little recline spinal twist. And you may need to have a conversation with your lower back. Suggested, let go. You may be holding through a habit, through automatic, just body reflexes. Let everything go if you can. Release the hips, lower back, legs, shoulders, arms, hands, feet, and the mind. And knees up over to the other side. It's kind of interesting to observe the body and where it holds sort of automatically. We learn a little bit about ourselves when we ask the body to relax and then suddenly realize it's not relaxing. It's holding. It's ready to react to whatever might occur. It's interesting to observe those habits and question them. Why am I doing that? Does it suit me? Does it serve me? Or am I just programmed to always be at the ready? And why? Why is that? Okay, bring those knees up and stretch the legs out. We're going to do something new today. I'm just going to sit up to talk to you. You can stay on your back and relax. Hey, Jane's with us. Good to be with you. So happy to be together. So let's try the banana asana. That just means you're going to lay on your back, bring your hands overhead to the left, and bring your feet overhead to the left. So the whole body will curve, lengthening one side gently, and we'll relax into it. So laying on your back, arms overhead, legs stretched out. Take the hands to the left and really reach through the armpit on the right side as you bring your hands to the left over your head. Then move your feet to the left and cross, maybe cross at the ankles. If it can't cross, that's okay. Once you get that nice stretch on the right side as you bring your hands and your feet to the left, relax. All right, let's try the banana asana to the other side. So realign the body and then slowly move your hands to the right and walk your feet over to the right. And if you can, cross the ankles. If not, it's okay. Or you may find some other way to get your feet to stay over on the right as much as you can. It's not an extreme move, just a slight curve like a banana. Take it slow and breathe and release. Let's bring those knees up to the chest and grab the knees in your hands and rock a little bit left and right. Stretch the arms and legs up to the ceiling and circle the ankles, circle the wrist. Change direction of your circles whenever you want. And then slowly transition to flex and point. Arms and legs, hands and feet. Flex and point, flex and point. Bring them down. Bend the elbows and knees and push it up to the ceiling. Point the toes and fingers. Bring it down and point up. Flex down, point up. Well, when you come down, I'd like to suggest that the knees go wide and low. So it's sort of a frog squat. And the hands are like they're holding heavy bricks. And then when you push it up, we'll point to the ceiling. So flex down and up. Frog squat down and push it up. Let's go 10 more times. Up for 10 and down. Up for 9 and down. Up for 8 and down. 7 and down. 6 and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Now we're going to alternate fingers and toes. Right hand reaching for the left toes, and your head comes off the mat. Your right shoulder is off. Reach up and down. Switch. Left fingers reaching for right toes and down. Let's go 10 and down. Opposite side. Down. 9 and down. Opposite side and down. 8. And all the way up for 7. Squeezing the abs, working the abs. 6. I know you feel it. If you need to come out of it, it's okay. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Last one. Maybe count. All right, come on down. Stretch out like a starfish on the beach. Stretch out and take up as much space as you can. As you lay here relaxed with your arms and legs stretched out and your body heavy on the floor, focus on your breath. We're going to try and breathe in through the nose and fill 3 parts of the body, 1, 2, 3, starting with the chest or rib cage, and then the diaphragm just at the bottom of the rib cage, and then the deep lower belly, fill that up with air, and then let it all go like a balloon deflating all at once through your lips. At the end of that, squeeze the old air out. And begin again. Inhale through the nose, rib cage, diaphragm, belly. Deflate the balloon, exhale, squeeze, and repeat. So here we go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the old air out, and then just release. And let your breathing go back to a normal, natural rhythm and observe. Nice. All right, let's do a long body stretch. Bring your arms overhead and your feet together. Point the toes, reach with the fingertips overhead. Stretch the body as long as possible. You can do one side longer than the other, like you're pulling apples out of a tree, even though you're laying down on the floor. In, yawn, or sigh, whatever your body says it needs right now. This is your time. Take care of you. Listen with love to whatever your body is telling you. All right, remember sacred yoga. It's yours, it's personal, it's healing, and it does not have to be strenuous. Beautiful. We're going to take that right knee up to the chest and wrap your arms around that knee. Give it a gentle hug in. If it wants to drift a little left and right, you can indulge yourself there. Open and close the hip if that feels like it's something that's nice. And then we're going to stretch the leg up towards the ceiling. You can interlock your fingers at the knee or thigh, or you can use a strap or a cloth or a belt to hook your foot. Remember, if you do that, don't get overzealous with pulling with your arms and ask too much of the back of the leg too quickly. We want to be gentle. careful and loving and appreciate this leg as you gently pull it through its natural range of motion. If your knee is bent, it's okay. If your leg is straight, that's also fine. Take your time. And of course, breathe. Breathe deeply and in and out as the leg comes close to your face and back to your comfort zone. Gently stretch that hamstring. This is something you really should do every day. It may seem like it's always the same, but it's always beneficial. And so we do our hamstring stretch with a great deal of dedication. And we're going to try to hold the leg at the place where the intense stretch is most strong, most vibrant, most real. So see if you can get that spot, hold close to it or right at it. 30 seconds is a static stretch. Just relax. Our music today is back to our favorite piano player, Relax Daily on YouTube. So if you're liking this beautiful piano music, you'll have to check out Relax Daily. Can't do much better than live streaming piano being played with meditative intensity. Beautiful. Let's see if we can pull the leg just a little bit closer to the face or body. If you don't feel that urge to go deeper, you don't have to do this extra little pull. If you feel like you want to, you can do it and just breathe air into whatever sensation is talking to you right now the most clearly. Breathe air to that spot. And this is where the magic happens, where the flexibility increases. This is where it really allows a little bit of extra juicy flow to the muscles, to the tendons, to every cell from the hip all the way to the heel. It's a good thing. Let's release and bend, bring the leg across the body. You can bend both knees if you want here. Roll up on your side hip and drape your arms in any position that feels extra good. And we're just going to let everything release and relax for deep spinal twist. Let everything go. And let's take that back arm through a big slow circle, breathing in as you reach up and breathing out as you reach down. Let it be super slow. And when you've had enough of that, just lay that arm back down on the floor, drape it luxuriously in any position that feels good. Release again, relax. Roll on your back and do another long body stretch where you realign everything and reach the body as long as you can from fingertips to toes. And a big breath in, stretch. When you're ready, bring up the other leg. Give it a gentle hug in towards the chest. Wrap those arms around the leg. Let it sway left and right if you like. Open and close the hip. Let's stretch that leg up, grab the knee or the thigh or use your strap at your foot and gently pull the leg a little closer to your face, just an inch or two to start with. And slowly find and explore that flexibility for that other leg. Take your time, be really careful. really slow and gentle and loving. Finding that full range of motion and nudging that therapeutic edge where the stretch is the most intense. Take your time. Hold the leg right at the edge of your range of motion. It's a 30-second static stretch. Just relax and hold the leg where you feel that intensity. And breathe and release. All right. If you feel the urge to go a little deeper, now's the time. You've been patient. Maybe the leg has a little more length in the tissues in the back by the hamstring and hip. Hold right here at your new edge and breathe deep. This is where the magic happens. We're increasing our flexibility here. Keep breathing. Awesome, let's release it, bend the knee and bring it across the body. Roll up on your side hip and drape your arms in any way that feels awesome and luxurious and relaxing and healing. Let everything go. Take that back arm in a big slow circle. Reach up, breathe in. Reach down, breathe out. And then back to the floor whenever you want. Return to 100% relaxation. On your back and stretch the body long again, and we'll see about getting up on hands and knees in a minute. Once you get up on hands and knees, get into your table position. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and knees are under your hips. Those fingers wide for me on the yoga mat and take a moment to press the fingertips into the floor. Awesome. Let's start to cat and cow, arch and sway. Just for Audrey. She loves it. Finding patience, centeredness, flexibility through the spine, strength through the arms and hands. Drop that middle back down, arch that middle back up, lift the face and tailbone, curve the face and tailbone down. Keep breathing. drop down to our elbows, elbows and knees, and continue cat and cow. Sway and arch. And you can modify what your neck is doing as your comfort level tells you is right for you. Maybe hold the head a little bit steady here. That's what you need to do. And drop the hips back towards the heels and allow the forehead to come to the floor. Pose of a child. Let's stay down for 3 more long, slow, deep, full breaths. And when you're ready, rise back up onto elbows and knees, and then slowly back to hands and knees. Back to cat and cow. And then we'll begin to slowly level out the face and look around the shoulder for the hip. Look around the other shoulder for the hip. And you can try and stick that hip out. And maybe you see it, maybe you don't. It's okay, either way. Awesome. Come back to the center. Walk your hands forward. And bring your shoulders over your wrists and the hips come down to the floor. Press your hands into the floor and raise your gaze up to the middle of the wall across the room. All right, lift the hips up and come back to elbows and knees. Cat and cow a few times on your elbows and knees. Beautiful. All right, find a neutral position here. Take your right hand and bring it behind your fingertips behind your left elbow. Push it through, thread the needle, and bring your shoulder down to the floor. Bring your face, the side of your face down to the floor. We'll just hold here. And then back to elbows and knees, cat and cow. And let's thread the needle on the other side. Left fingertips behind the right elbow. Push the arm through, pull the arm through, and drop your shoulder and the side of your face down. Hold right here. Back up to elbows and knees, cat and cow. All right. Let's do a downward dog. Turn your toes under, lift those hips up into the air, drop your head. Reposition your feet. And let's just sway the hips left and right. You can pick up one heel at a time as if you're walking. Let's walk the dog. And then if you can, shift back and forward a little bit. Don't let your shoulders cross over your wrists. Keep your shoulders behind your wrists, but just a little sway back, pushing the hips up and back, and then drift forward. Okay, we're going to make this a little more extreme. Push back and up with the hips, and then rock forward, drop the knees, and back up to downward dog. Push back, drop the knees, push back and up, drop the head. Drift forward, knees down, knees straight, push up and back, drop the head. One more time, down with the knees, up with the hips, down with the head. And then all the way down to your tummy, all the way down to the floor. Take a moment for yourself here to relax on the floor, turning your head to one side, maybe turn your toes to point in and your heels to point out, opening the hips. And we're just going to lift the feet up into the air and let them move left and right. Loose through the hips, loose through the lower back. Move your feet like a big windshield wiper kind of movement. Flip-flop back and forth, loose and free. And maybe you notice that you're getting a little massage on the front of your quads, in front of your thighs. Some very loose and free movements, very helpful for lower back problems. And then feet to the floor, elbows under shoulders. Let's go to Sphinx pose, gaze forward. Try to release the hips, release the lower back. Push your elbows into the floor, elevate your chest. And then place your right hand where your right elbow is. Place your left hand where your left elbow is. And push yourself back up to table. It is time for plank. We're doing our plank challenge here in the month of September. So are you ready to plank it out for 45 seconds? If you cannot hold 45 seconds, you can come out of it anytime you want. And if you want to be on your elbows and toes, or if you want to be on your hands and knees, or if you want, you can even be on your elbows and knees. I'm going to be on my hands and toes, so you've got options. We're going to hold our plank for 45 seconds today, and push your hands right under your shoulders. Come up into your plank, and let's go. Here we go. We're doing it now. Hold strong and firm. Keep breathing. We want to look straight down in between the thumbs. A quarter of the way through. Keep breathing. Keep feeling strong and powerful. All right, we are 2/3 of the way through. Almost done. Keep holding. Good job. That's it. Drop it down. Take a rest. And let's take a minute to notice the feel of the heart beating in the chest as we relax on our tummies. Bring your feet together. Squeeze the legs together. And we're going to do our cobra this morning. So bring the hands right under the shoulders, fingertips pointing up, and push those elbows in sort of at the waist. Put your forehead on the floor and squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the hips, squeeze the feet. Keep squeezing at the buttocks, knees, and feet. And forehead on the floor. Just start to move your head, so now it's not your forehead, it's your nose. The tip of your nose is on the floor. And then the chin. Once you pass by the chin, the whole head lifts. And use the strength of your body, not your arms, to lift up your shoulders, chest, and face. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. This is your low cobra. Let's find some strength here. Keep breathing. Strengthen the mid to upper back. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. If you want, you can glance left and right. And slowly lower down, chest, upper chest, shoulders, chin, nose, forehead, and release everything. Bring your toes pointing in, heels pointing out, elbows wide, fingertips pointing in at your temple. Head turn to one side and we relax. Now, we're going to do cobra again. If you want, you can try to do high cobra, but if you don't, you can just do low cobra again. Remember, fingers are pointing up, hands are right under shoulders, elbows tucked in at the waist. Squeeze the hips, buttocks, knees, and feet, forehead on the floor. And we begin forehead, nose, chin, head comes up, shoulders come up. So go to your low cobra, and at that point you can push a little bit with your hands, but keep your elbows at your waist, bent, and shoulders pulled away from your ears. High cobra. And if you want, you can glance left and right. And then slowly come down. Chest, upper chest, shoulders, chin, nose, forehead, and turn the head to one side. Cozy in, heels out, elbows out, fingertips in. Beautiful. Let's press back up to table. And we're going to bring the knee close to the nose. And then head high, heel high. So squeeze in and lift. Nose to knee, head high, heel high. The same side over and over again. And if you want, you can even put a little swing into the leg. Swing it up. Swing it up, swing it down, swing it up, swing it down. And 3, 2, 1, change sides. Nose to knee, head high, heel high, and swing. Keep it moving. Back to table. Take one step forward with your hands. Bring your knee in between your thumbs and slide back on your back leg. Pigeon pose. Push your hands into the floor right under your shoulders. Pushing the chest forward, glance up. And then level out your gaze. Over one shoulder at your foot back there, and then look over your other shoulder. Probably one side you can see your foot and the other side you can't. It doesn't really matter. We're just doing a nice gentle twist here and breathing. Breathe in and out. Pigeon pose. If you want a little challenge, try and bend that foot up and reach back and grab it. And then we're just going to release that and collapse down. Hands come back by the hips, forehead to the floor in front of your knee. All right, let's come back up and switch sides. So come back through your table with the hands way forward and switch to the other knee up, back on that back leg, and this foot is off to the side a little bit. Press the hands into the floor, look up, breathe in, pull the shoulders away from your ears. Level your gaze and start to look left and right, over the shoulder. Try and see that foot way back there, the tail of the pigeon. Checking out your tail. Facing forward. Press the hands into the floor. And if you want a little challenge this morning, bend that back leg up and reach back, grab. that leg. And collapse down into sleeping pigeon. Hands back by your hips, palm up. Press into the floor. Come back up. And let's get ready for downward dog, plank, upward dog, plank. So we're building strength and stamina, as well as flexibility and balance. So turn the toes, come up to downward dog. Lift the hips, drop the head. Transition to plank. And then transition to upward dog. Stretch and look up. Back to plank. And back to downward dog. One more time through that sequence. Go to plank. Staying on your toes, drop the hips, lift the face, upward dog. Nice stretch here. Back to plank. And lift the hips, downward dog. From here, we're going to take some steps up with our feet towards our hands, bend the knees, and take the body's weight on your feet. And just let your hands hang out on the floor in front of your feet, bend your knees, drop your head. We'll take the left hand in front in the center and sweep the right hand up towards the ceiling. And draw a circle on the ceiling with your fingertips up there. And reverse it. Drop it down. Just hang for a moment, release, relax, ragdoll pose. Other hand in front, center, sweep the left hand up into the air, reach up, look up. Bring it down, take a rest. And then slowly bend your knees, bring the hips down to knee level, hands come to knees, press against your knees. And let's come up to standing. Reach the arms. Uh-oh, I think my phone is going to slide right out of my holder. Reach the hands up and down. Just the right arm up. Reach it up, look up, reach up, breathe in. Carefully cast your gaze down at your lower hand. Keep reaching up with your upper hand. Tuck your tailbone under, no arching in the back. And we're going to bring both hands to the prayer pose at the heart. And separate the other way. Look down, reach up. Carefully cast your gaze up at your upper hand. Reach, 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 up, up, up. Keep breathing. And both hands come to the heart for a prayer. Let's take a nice wide stance. Turn those toes to face out a little bit so you can bring the knees over the toes. Hands on hips, down and up. Breathe in. Exhale down. Bring it up and down and up. All right. Bring the feet, keep the feet where they are, but just bring the toes to point forward. Take your right hand up and over. Walk this lower hand down by your knee. Fingertips reaching down. Side stretch. And then reach up. Cartwheel the arms the other way. reach up and over with the top arm. Walk your fingers down on this lower leg, past the knee, side stretch. And reach it up. Both hands reach up. Take your fingertips and interlock them, and then invert them and reach it straight up, and then look up at the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone under, lift your heart, look up. Bring those hands just like that, right in front. I'm going to turn sideways here, round the back, look down, push the hands forward. And then stand tall again, reach up. All right, if you have a strap or a band or a piece of cloth or a bandana or anything like that, take it and grab it at your tailbone right behind your hips, side by side hands, or a little space between the hands if you need. We want to get the arms straight, bend the knees, bending over, look down, and lift those hands up towards the ceiling. And then go to your extreme spot, wherever that is. Slowly release the hands and bring the body up. Take that cloth and toss it to the side. Roll the shoulders back, bring the knee up. Roll the shoulders back, bring a knee up. Swing the arms out and up and down. Swing up and down. Swing up and down. And one more time, up and down. We're going to bend down, scoop up all the air in our arms like we're carrying firewood. All the air in front of your toes. Scoop it all up, bring it all the way up, breathe it in. Shove the energy that you just received down to your heels. Scoop it up, breathe it in, shove it down. Scoop it up, breathe it in. Two more times, breathe it in. Shove it down. Breathe it in. And shove it down. Good job. Come back to seated. Let's take a few moments together to end our practice. Is anybody still with me? I don't see you guys here. Are you still there? I wanted to say one thing also. I'm really working on getting a in-person seniors yoga class back together. The pandemic has not stopped us. We are back mid-October. Look for notices in the newspaper. Mid-October, we're going to have in-person seniors yoga, community-based, donation-based, free or a small donation if you feel inspired. It's perfectly fine to come and not have anything for the tip bucket. That's perfectly fine. I'd much rather see your smiling face in person than have you stay away for that reason. So thank you so much for supporting me through this very strange period in our time, in our lives. And I'm very grateful for everything that you guys do for me, keeping me feeling inspired and connected to my personal yoga practice. Much more dedicated as I'm doing it for you than I would be if I was just doing it for myself. So you guys don't realize how important it is that you're there for me. So thank you so much. Let's take a moment together here quietly. Breathe deep. Fill your heart with gratitude and joy. And love. And know that peace is possible. The first step towards promoting peace is for you and me to believe that it is possible for us to have peace on this planet. Peace and love. It's not just a bumper sticker, it's a way of life. Believe in it. Spread the word. Namaste, you guys. Love you.